I have heard she hates him. How could she not? And she's disgusted by him. And this is a problem, a political problem. She doesn't come to his court appearances, and she never shows up to his rallies. What you're going to start hearing now is, where's Melania? The prenup is being negotiated in public. It is now her turn to humiliate Donald, or he has to pay her not to humiliate him. This is all being negotiated out in public. It's going to get more intense in the lead up to the convention. He might need her out on the campaign trail. If she's not with him, it's going to look like what it is, that she's humiliated, the marriage is over, but Trump's pride and his campaign can't have that. Now, she has shown up for fundraisers because some of that money she thinks is hers, and she has recorded some messages urging people to donate because she figures some of that money is hers. She needs to be at the convention. She needs to travel with him. But he makes her skin crawl. How could he not? We are hearing that this relationship right now is just purely transactional. There's a pot of money from all the donors, and she wants her cut. This campaign is part of the divorce settlement. If you want me to stand next to you, it's going to cost you. How much are you willing to pay? This is a negotiation. Donald needs to get elected to stay out of prison and keep his creditors at bay. But one of those creditors is Melania. So here's what to pay attention to in the next couple of weeks. If we see Melania at the convention next month, if we start seeing Melania at any of these rallies, if we see her doing what political wives do, that means Trump is terrified. It means he buckled and paid her everything she demanded. It means he's terrified of losing the election and going to jail. And he would rather give her whatever he's got left in the way of cash so she doesn't humiliate him, and she presents the lie that she's forgiven him. If we don't see Melania on the campaign trail, if she doesn't show up for the convention, that's a sign that Donald Trump is looking at polling and he believes he doesn't need her. The Republican convention is a little more than 4 weeks away. One of the reasons I believe Trump agreed to do the June 27th debate without an audience is because he couldn't get a guarantee that Melania would sit in the crowd. Part of the presidential debate ritual is the tableau of the loving wife and the family sitting in the audience and then coming up on stage after. Trump would have been the beneficiary on June 27th of an audience. I suspect Trump agreed not to have an audience for this debate so he could be spared the humiliation of Jill Biden being in the audience, but not Melania. So Trump needs to make a deal with Melania. That deal has to be finalized by July 15th. And for the next debate, I think it's in September, she needs to be with him when they fly into Milwaukee for the convention. Like I said, if she's not there, that's a sign of strength. That's Trump saying, I don't need anybody. If she shows up, that's weakness. Trump has shown his hand, and he's terrified of losing in November, as well he should be. But pay attention to whether or not she shows up at the convention. If she's at the convention, he is scared. He gave her everything.
It's time right now for the David Feldman Show. So get